Now, this is really weird. I thought this man supported cars, the legend, the former Top Gear presenter Steve Berry. Why are you sat there in cycling shorts then, Bezza?
Do you not listen to your own traffic reports, Jez? Manchester's gridlock, mate. We've had gridlock since the middle of last week every day.
That's because we've got too many cars. We should get rid of all the cars and all go on bikes. No.
No, mate. It's because of the... If you look at Manchester, in fact, the BBC... Am I allowed to use the B word, mate?
Yes,
BBC,
what, the British company, yeah?
Well, they made a programme called the £1 Billion Property Experiment about Manchester. Manchester's got more building than any major city in Europe right now. Both Manchester Council and Salford Council have allowed an enormous number of streets to be blocked off. We were already at capacity as it was. Where I live, there were two major routes north-south. Both are currently subject to traffic restrictions. It has caused the sort of problems, I'm not kidding, that end up with people fighting in the street, literally throwing hands.
We have it in London under the world. You have a terrible mayor. He's a nasty man. Sadiq Khan does it here. Taxi drivers, black cab drivers in London genuinely will tell you that sort of a third of their business has gone down the toilet because they can't get round. But the big debate today, Mr. Petrolhead, is Britain's roads need to be made narrower to stop drivers overtaking cyclists. Your take, please, Mr. Bezza.
My take is this, looking at the bigger picture, there's a massive disconnect between what governments would like to happen and what happens in the real world. What they'd like Britain to be is some wacky, granola-eating, cycling, recycling, Jeremy Vine cycle helmet, Jon Snow cycle clips type Guardian reading utopia. They'd like everybody to move about. What they'd like us to do is actually buy cars, but whatever you do, don't use them. Pay all of the taxes and duties, but please, please don't use them because they're not willing to invest in the infrastructure. The truth about cycling in Britain is there's an enormous amount of it in the southeast, but up here in Manchester, it's mainly me and a lot of former child soldiers who deliver Greggs to people who are so fat they can't get out of their accommodation to go and buy it themselves. They keep trying to get people onto bicycles up in this part of the world, and it doesn't work.
I said it at 6 o'clock. I make no apology for this. I can't be doing with the lycra or the fact they shave their legs. But on a serious note, what I hate more than anything is you sit at a traffic light in your car. They go in front of you. They go through red lights. They go on the pavement. They have no respect. They don't pay insurance. They don't pay road tax. They have all the benefits. And now we have cycle lanes and we're going to encroach further and further. And I'm going to get my bitch out. 4 of them across the road. You can't go past. Cars have to stay in single file. I hate them all. I hate bicycle clips. I think cycling is the devil's work. There, I've said it. I managed to contain myself till 5 to 10.
Well, obviously you would say that because that's your stick. I don't think you believe it, but never mind.
I do.
Look at you.
They annoy me.
Like a racing snake. You're the sort of lad who should be on a bicycle.
Why?
But not for sport. That's the problem. Again, outside the southeast, people tend to look at cycling as a sport.
Yeah.
It's a transport. Jez, I live 3 miles from city centre Manchester. I would rather eat nails than try and drive into the city. So I cycle. I don't necessarily want to do it.
Do you shave your legs?
You've got to adapt your... Mate, it's a means of transport. It's a 3-speed Dutch town bike with a comfortable seat and pedal back brakes.
With a basket on, all right. Do you shave your legs?
I do shave my legs, but my hair habits are nothing to do with you or your viewers. And they're nothing to do with the transport. You adapt yourself to the situation. The more cars there are on the road, the harder it is to drive in city centres. If I'm going out away from the city, I use a motor vehicle. If I'm going towards the city, I either walk or I cycle because people say, oh, you use public transport. Well, public transport's getting to the point where in a city like Manchester, well, in most of our cities, it can barely move around. It takes forever to get from anywhere to anywhere. And the weirdest thing is, I live right near the university. And you think, don't you? You think, yeah, that'll be full of bicycles. It's not. And you think, oh, well, perhaps they walk. They stand at the bus stop. A 61-year-old man, I fly past them on my bike and I think, either walk, use your blinking legs, or get a bicycle. Why do people think it's somebody else's responsibility to move them around our towns and cities? It's often quicker to walk or cycle. And guess what? You're getting some exercise, which so few people get these days. I've had a look inside the NHS in the last few years from a friend of mine. And do you know what I've seen? A lot of fat people with a lot of health problems. Cut down on your pork life, as Blur said. Get some bloody exercise.
Thank you very much indeed. Good man.